Okay, folks, we're going to work on some more of this Hebrew tonight. And I didn't know if I was going to get around to any of this, but I do have some time and I'm feeling well enough today. Praise the Almighty for that. And what we have here is we're still working on lesson Shiur 21. And we went through this vocabulary earlier. And also we worked on some other stuff here having to do with the word et. And welcome, Brother Emerson. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, shalom. Thank you.
Hey, shalom, brother. Good to hear from you. Whatever you can pick up out anyone out there or anyone that comes into the room, whatever you can pick up, it's always good to pick up some vocabulary at the very least. And so we're going to continue on here, and I'm going to try to go through this Targil 3 here. And Targil is the word that means exercise. Targil, right there. And so, but before we do that, let's just do a little bit of review and take a look here at this definite article situation here. So when is a noun considered definite? So I'm going to go through these here just as a sort of review. And so basically, what we're talking about this basically is a untranslatable word. And there it is, Aleph Tav, or you could just call it et. And essentially, there are certain conditions in the sentence whereby the word et must grammatically be placed there in order for it to be understood properly. And so that's what we're going to be talking about right now. So in other words, when the et is placed there, it's when these conditions are such here, when it's considered definite. Okay, so number one, when it is preceded by a definite article. So here we have hayeled, ha'iton, and hazeh. So hayeled would be like the child, or ha'iton would be the newspaper, and then hazeh, I think that's like, it's literally like the this. And I'll show you how that's used down the road. And number two, when it is definite. Now the word for definite is smichut. So what's happening is, as we progress through this program, it's literally going to induct you into the actual Hebrew terminology for the grammar term. And so not only are you getting a idea of how the language is used, but you're literally getting the proper name for the grammar, all with the goal that if you continue with the program like this, you'll be able to pass the test, which there's tests that people, if you ever had an opportunity to immigrate to Israel, you have to pass the language test. And they'll put you in what's called a set of classes. My son is going through it now. He's, as those of you out there know, my son Elisha, he's my eldest son, and that's a situation there where he is listening to the rabbis, and so he's allowed to be a citizen there. Right now, people believe in Yeshua. As far as I know, unless they have some way to squirrel around it, it's very hard to be a citizen in Israel and hold dual citizenship there, legitimately so, and believe in Yeshua. But that's a whole other subject here. But this whole program is designed for that. So when you use this little et here, is when it is definite, semichut. Okay, so we have Rosh Hashanah, we have Meonot HaStudentim. So it's like, these would be like the dormitories of the students. I think that's what that is, HaMeonot Studentim. HaMeonot A student team. Yeah, that's right. The student dormitories.
המעונות הסטודנטים.
Student team. Okay, a student team. Okay, and when it is a proper noun, so here's a proper name of what presumably is a girl, Hagit. And here's the proper name of a city, Yerushalayim. There it is. Number 4, when it has a pronoun suffix. Okay, so in this case, for example, Shin Mem is simply means name. But what happens if you have a yod connected to it? Instead of Shem, it's Shmi. Well, that literally means my name. That's definite, isn't it? It's not indefinite. It's your name. It's my name. Okay. Or how about Shalom Ha? That's definite. Your peace. It's not just any peace. It's your peace, essentially. And the 5th condition is, lastly, the words aval and ima are considered definite, even though, or abba rather, not aval. I don't know why I said that, but abba and ima. Okay, so abba and ima is mother and abba is father. They're considered definite, even though they do not take the definite article. Okay, so in other words, what is the definite article? Well, that's that ha. You see it here. Here's a definite article right here. It's a hey that's prefixed in front of a noun. Okay, so really the word for child is here, yelid. But when you say ha yelid, you're saying the child. It's not just any child, it's the child. Okay, how about this one right here? The word itself for newspaper is eton. But guess what? When you put ha-eton there, it's not just any newspaper. It's ha-eton. It's the newspaper. That's definite. So that's what that means. Okay, so note languages as well as other fields of study are not considered definite. Well, if you were to say mathematics, that's a whole field of mathematics. If you were to say literature, that's a whole field of literature. What are you talking about? Are you talking about English literature? Are you talking about German literature? Are you talking about Russian literature? See what I mean? It's indefinite. It's not considered definite when you just say a regular field of study. Okay, so let's take a look at the following examples. We have okay, so here it is. The object is definite, but not definite. There is no et. Okay, so the object is direct, but not definite. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I think this is Delilah. Shota cafe. Okay, shota is to drink. And then cafe is coffee. It literally sounds like coffee, doesn't it? Cafe. But it's not saying Delilah Shota is drinking Brazilian coffee. It's just saying she's drinking coffee. So you would have no definite marker, et, included in that sentence. So in that case, you wouldn't see it. How about this one? Here we have the object, eton is direct and definite. So let's read this. Ata kore, so you are reading et, there it is. This is untranslatable, but what are you reading? Ha eton. Well, why is that et there? Guess what? Because this is not just any newspaper. It's ha eton. It's the newspaper. Maybe you're pointing to it and you're saying you're reading ha-eton, the newspaper. Maybe you're reading Haaretz, which is a popular newspaper in Israel. And so you would have this mark here, et, included in there so that it directs the action to what is being worked upon or what's being read, which is in this case, the newspaper. Okay, how about this one? The object is indirect, okay, or there is no et. There is no et. If the object is indirect, there is no et. So let's take a look at this. Ani gar b'bayit katan. Okay, so what we have here is ani, I am dwelling, gar b'bayit, in a house, And it really is probably bayit. It probably would have a shava under there, bayit. Katan. It's not saying bayit. It's bayit. In other words, a house, a small house. It's not the small house. That's important distinction here. And so that's why there's no et included in this sentence. Okay? So in this case, we would not have it because it's indefinite. How about this right here? The object is direct and definite. In other words, there's a proper noun in play. That means you've got to have that et there. So let's take a look at this. David pogash et Delilah. And I think that word, pogash, let me double check that. David pogash et Delilah. Okay, yeah, meets. That's right, meets Delilah. And I think that is Delilah right there. Or it might be Dahlia. I bet you that's Dahlia. Dahlia. Yeah, that's right, Dahlia.
David פוגש את דליה.
Pogesh et Dahlia. Pogesh, that's right. Okay, so why is there an et here in this? Because guess what? Dahlia is a proper name. It's not that David pogesh isha, a girl, or something like that, or is meeting a yelda. That would be indefinite because you know who the girl is. But you have a proper name. Guess what? You have to have that et in there to make it grammatically correct. Okay, and also to understand it, because remember, Hebrew is not necessarily linear like English. You can have words jumbled up, and without that et in there in various places, you won't know where the action is being put upon. And trust me, when you have long Hebrew sentences, that et is critical to understanding what that sentence is truly saying. The object is definite, but not direct, im, and there is no et. Okay, so let's take a look at an example where you would not properly use the et. Ya'il lomdet im hagit. Okay, so literally we have Ya'il, that's a girl's name. Lomdet would be like studying im with hagit. So Ya'il lomdet im hagit. Ya'il is studying with hagit. There's no need to put the et there. Why? Because we're using im. It already is suggesting that she's with her. So you don't need to point, you don't need to use the et to point the finger, so to speak, at what the action is being acted upon in this case. All right, so that's a little bit of review for you folks out there. All right, let's see here. The following verbs typically take an et when followed by a definite direct object. Okay, so I went through all of these verbs the last time. So let's now go down to Tergila number 3. And before I do that, let me, on my iPhone here, I'm going to need to share this to the various groups. I get a surprising amount of views on these, and I know that some people, they think, oh, Hebrew, it's boring, but you know what, I get a kick out of it. And I know there's other people that get a kick out of it as well. That it is, once you get into the language, it's exciting to be able to pick up the skill, and perhaps someday you'll even be able to converse if you have a chance to go to Israel. All right, so let me do that there. All right, very good. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out here whether the et is necessary or whether it's not necessary. That's essentially what this is about. Baher, bain, et, and then you notice this, you got a little zero there with an extra. That means do you not use the et? So baher, bain. So let's see what that Baher, bain, et. Yeah, okay. Oh, we need Baher. That word there, let me double check and see that what that is. Okay, I think it's Bahar. It's probably Bahar, which means choose. Yeah, it's a bet. Oh, it's a Baher. It's a hat. That's what it is. That's right, choose.
בחר בין עת.
Yeah, Bahar.
בחר בין עת.
Yeah, Bahar. Okay, so this is literally B-E-H-A-R. Kind of like, yeah, Bahar. Bahar Bain. So this would be like between. And then, in other words, whether the at is there or whether it's not there. So that's what that's saying. Okay, so let's take a look here. And I'm going to do my best to get these correct, but I might not get them all correct. And this is just practice for me too, because it's still this concept is a tough concept to figure out, because look at all of these conditions that you have to fulfill right here that we just went through. 5 of these things potentially. And then here's the examples of those 5. Sometimes that at's going to show up and sometimes it's not. So this is good practice for me, and I hope it'll be good practice for you guys out there as well. So let's take a look at this. Number 1, David shomea blank radio. Okay, so David listens blank radio. David listens to, he's listening. David is listening, shomea, radio. He's listening to a radio. Now, notice it just says radio. It doesn't say ha radio. So my first impulse is to think that there is no et in there. That's my first impulse. Now let's see what the answer key says, because it's not he's listening to the radio, it just says he's listening to a radio. And let me double check and make sure that shomea is correct. David shomea radio. Yeah, that's right.
דוד שומע רדיו.
That's right, shomea, because David is masculine. Okay, all right. Yes, my first impulse was correct. David shomea radio, because this is not definite. Therefore, we won't have that there. Okay, so let's take a look at number 2. Ani, and I'm not sure whether the ani is masculine or feminine, but I'm going to go with row A, which is masculine. So I see blank hadashot b'televizia. Now notice the hey there. That's definite. It's the news. Hadashot is the news. And b'televizia literally says, this bet literally means in, with, or on. It's on what? Televizia, the television, right? So it's hadashot b'televizia. So definitely, this is definite because it's the news on the television. So I believe we're going to have an et in here. Okay, so ani row A. So I am watching et. What are you watching? Hadashot b'televizia. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. And that is correct. We have the et there. Ani row A et hadashot b'televizia. So I am watching, and this is untranslatable in this case. What are you watching? Hadashot b'televizia, the news on the television. Okay, so let's take a look at number 3. We have me'ir, and I think that means from a city, ir, but I'll have to double check that. Osa blank shiri bayit. Okay, that's this one I might have to look up a little bit here. Me'ir ose. Let's see here.
מאיר עושה.
Okay, you know what that is? That's a proper name. Because what kind of confused me is the ear is, I think it means city. And I thought, well, from a city? But no, it's a proper name. So it's like this, M-E-I-R. That's how you would transliterate that, Mir. And so I'm assuming that's a man, it's masculine. It's going to be Oseh. Mir is doing what? He's doing something. Shiri bayit. Making or doing. Shiri bayit. Okay, that's right.
שיעורי בית.
Shirei bayit. He's doing homework. Okay, so this, I don't see a hey there. It's not saying he's doing the homework. So I'm thinking, Me'er osa, Me'er is doing blank shiri bayit. But then on the other hand, this is a specific name, but I don't think that's, I'm going to go with no, there should be an et in there. Let's see what number 3 says. Oh, I was wrong. Look at that. And there was a second one there. No, I wasn't wrong about this. There's not one in there, but there was a second one. Let me see if I can finish that up. I didn't see that second part there. Okay, yeah, here it is. It's down here. Okay, so I was right about this. Because it's not the homework, it's homework. Hu lomed, he is studying blank hamilim hahadashot. He is studying the new words. Okay, so if it's the new words, it's not just any new words, it's going to be et. Okay, so we should have 0 and et, and I think that's what's there. Okay, so Me'er osa shirei bayit. So Me'er is doing homework, shirei bayit. And Hu lomed, he is studying. What is he studying? See the et there? It's got to be there. Habilim hahadashot. So these are like the words, the new. And so together, putting those two words together, hamilim hahadashot, is the new words. That's what that's saying. So it's definite. It's not just any new words, it's definite. So that's why we have the et there. Okay, so let me see if I can figure out number 4. Number 4, ani medaber. So I am speaking im with. Well, remember that with condition up there? I remember that now. I'm speaking with Hamore Shali. So Hamore is the teacher and Shali belonging to me. So it's like my teacher. You put those two words together, Hamore Shali, my teacher. And so guess what? Because we have im there with that person, I don't think we need the et in there grammatically. Let's see what number 4 says. And that is correct. Number 4. Ani medaber, I am speaking im hamore shali, with the teacher belonging to me. All right. Let's take a look at the next one here. Atem medaberim. Okay, so now in this case we have atem. So what does atem mean? It means you all. You all. It's plural. You all. Down in the South we say y'all. Okay, that's essentially what it's saying. Y'all. Medaber. You all are speaking blank. Look at this one here. This looks like it's Sephardic. Sephardic. I wonder if that's Sephardic or something like a type of Hebrew. Sephardic. You ever seen that? I wonder if that's Sephardic. But I'm not sure here. Let's double check and see what this is. Atem medaberim Sephardic. I was wrong about that. It's not Sephardic, it is French.
אתם מדברים צרפתית.
Sarfati. That doesn't sound anything like France, does it? It's its own word. A lot of times it's a transliteration of a word, and you can figure it out.
אתם מדברים צרפתית.
Atem medabrim sarpitit. That's French. You all are speaking French. Okay, now I have to remember here. Yes, French is specific. And I'm thinking that yes, there's going to be an et there. I don't know if I'm going to be right about this, but I think that's correct. I think it's going to be atem medabrim et separtit. Separtit. I'm going to have to practice that, but that means French. Let's see what the answer key says. Oh, I was wrong. Now I'm going to have to go up to my notes and find out what I did wrong. Atem merbarim zefartit. So you all are speaking merbarim zefartit. It's a question. You all are speaking French? Are you all speaking French? Now let's see how I messed up here. I'm curious about this. Okay. Let's see. When it is preceded, okay, so we have these here. We have when it is definite, semikut. Okay. All right, when it is a proper noun. Oh, guess what? You know what I think it comes under? It comes under this one right here. Note, languages as well as other fields of study are not considered definite. And I totally forgot about that. Even though French seems definite, I mean, it's the French language after all, it's definite. But guess what? For some reason in the grammar rules, it's not considered definite. So that's why, apparently, Separtit, it would literally just simply be Atem mebarin. Are you all speaking? There's no et there. Separtit. Separtit. I think that's how you pronounce it.
אתם מדברים צרפתית.
Sarpetit. Sarpetit.
אתם מדברים צרפתית.
Sarpetit. It's kind of hard to say.
אתם מדברים צרפתית.
Sarpetit. That's French. You believe that? All right, number 6. Ani rotsa. Say, I want. I probably wrote say, because I'm going to assume it's masculine. Okay, blank. Ha'uga hazot. Oh, you know what? I think definitely. What is he saying here? Ha'uga hazot. You know what he's saying? Ha'uga is cake. And hazot means this. He's literally pointing, ani rotse ha'uga hazot. I want the cake. Okay, or it could be that cake, pointing at it. And I think probably it's going to have an et in there. Because it's definite. He's literally saying hazot, this cake. I want this cake. Ha'uga hazot. I want this cake. Ani rotse. Okay, so let's see what number 6 says. And that is correct. Look at that, number 6. Ani rotse, I want et. Notice that's untranslatable, but what comes after it has to be definite, remember. Ha'uga hazot, that cake. Literally, it says the cake, the this. The cake, the this. But if you want to put it in English, it would be understandable. It would be that cake. I want that cake, not just any cake. All right. Let's take a look at number 7. Hayom Rachel. Okay, so today, Rachel, that's like Rachel. That's like Rachel. Lo osa is not doing. Now remember, ose comes from ose. And in this case, it's osa because we're talking about Rachel, Rachel. Okay? So it's going to be an a ending on that osa. So today, Hayom Rachel lo osa blank shiurei habayit. So it's notice it doesn't say shiurei bayit. It says shiurei habayit. So it's like the homework. Now let me double check that. Hayom Rachel lo osa shiurei habayit. Yeah, that's right. Need who? We need. Looks like it didn't. Hayom Rachel. Rachel. I'm gonna have to type it in. Get it correct. Hayom Rachel osa shirei habayit.
היום רחל עושה שיעורי הבית.
Yeah, osa shirei bayit. Okay, no, literally it says she is doing her homework. Now this one I'm not sure because I don't think there's going to be an et in there, even though it's her homework. But that's what I'm going to guess right now, because literally it's shiurei is like the work. That's her work, and then the homework. And really, you put this together, you can make it say her homework. So I could be wrong about this one. I'm going to double check it. Number 7. Let's see. Just have a sense maybe it shouldn't go in there. But guess what? I'm wrong. It does belong in there. All right. Hayom Rachel lo osa. So today Rachel is not doing et shiurei habayit. Okay, I stand corrected because it is specific to her, even though it's her homework. It's not the homework, it's her homework. That is definite to her. So that's why they put the et in there to make it proper. All right. Praise Yah. Okay, so number 8, let's see what we have here. Hem holachim, so they are going. Is that like halak is like walking, or it's like going? Habayita acharei. Okay, so now that ha, notice that ha there. That not only is definite, but it's the hey of direction, because it's toward the house. It's toward the house. So hem holachim habayita. So it's like they are going, and this holachim, notice it's plural to reflect they, hem holachim habayita, toward the house. Acharei would be like after blank haseret. Notice this hey there, and notice the word for movie is seret. So that's definite. So you know what? I'm 99.9% sure we're going to have an et in there. Okay, so it should be hem holachim habayita acharei et haseret. So they are going toward the house after acharei et haseret, after the movie. It's not just a movie; it's the movie. So let's see what the answer key says. Okay, guess what? I'm having trouble with this today. There it is. Hem holachim. They are going habayita, toward the house, acharei haseret. And it's not in there. Wow, that's a stumper right there for me. I wonder why. Hem holachim habayita acharei haseret. They go home after the movie. That's right.
הם הולכים הביתה אחרי הסרט.
They go home after the movie. Huh. All right. Now I'm curious. Let's see how we missed that. When it is preceded by a definite article, when is it considered definite? Okay, I thought that haseret made it definite. When it is definite, okay, so we have a Rosh Hashanah, okay, when it is proper noun, like person's name or city, when it has a pronoun suffix. Lastly, the words Abba and Ima are considered definite, even though they do not take the definite article. Languages, as well as other fields of study, are not considered definite. Okay, so let me see if I can figure out why there's no et in that sentence. Delilah shota cafe. Okay, so she drinks cafe. Okay, is there any clue here? The object is indirect. Bet, there is no et. I wonder if that's it right there. The object is indirect. Habaita, I don't see that there. The object is definite, but not direct. Im, there's no im in there. You know what? I'm stumped, guys. So if you know the answer to this, if that is true, that there should be no et there, put that down in the comment for me. I love to learn. But that's the answer according to the answer key. There's no et. I don't get it. All right, so let's go on to number 4. Don't ruminate too much on something. Just move on. Number 8. Ahava lo ohevet. Look at this. Ahava ahova lo ohevet. Wow, that looks like love, but I think it's ahova. Yeah, love. Okay.
אהובה.
Okay, love. Lo ohevet. Lo ohevet. This is a strange one. Oheva. Okay, this has got to be a proper name. And literally it means love. It's a proper name. Ahova is a proper name. That's right. Well, that's what that's got to be. Okay, lo ohevet. She does not like blank. Hot cafeteria. Now, I think probably this is going to be an et there because it's the cafeteria. Et hot cafeteria. I don't think I've ever seen them use this proper name before. Ahova. Ahova. Like ahova. Okay. But I think there is going to be an et there in number 9. Because it says hot cafeteria. Hot cafeteria. And yeah, that's right. Oh, and guess what? There's a second sentence on there. I keep forgetting those second sentences. Okay, so ahova lo ohevet. She does not like et a cafeteria. She doesn't like the cafeteria. He ohevet. She likes le'achol, to eat blank babayit hakafe. Look at that. It's probably beveit hakafe, I think, probably, because this probably loses the dagesh. And I'm going to put that into the program to see if that's what it is. So it's like in the coffee house or the house of coffee. He ohevet le'achol beveit hakafe. Yeah.
היא אוהבת לאכול בבית הקפה.
Yeah, beveit hakafe. That's right. I remember that now. So it's beveit. So literally the dagesh that's typically in the word bayit for house, it goes away when you add the first bet there, which means in, with, or on. Okay, and so he ohevet leachol. She does not. She likes to eat leachol blank beveit hakafe, in a coffee house or in the cafe. Now, my first impulse is this could be saying in a house of the coffee, in a house of the coffee. So in that case, maybe it's not. So let me double check and see what it is. Yes, okay, my first impulse is correct on that. Ahova lo ohevet et hacafeteria. So ahova, that's a proper name, does not like lo ohevet et hacafeteria. She doesn't like to eat. She does not like the cafeteria. That's literally what that's saying. There's no eat there, but he ohevet, she likes le'achol, to eat, to eat. Beveit hakafe, in a house of the coffee, or in a coffee house. Or even if you say in a house of the coffee or in the coffee house, there's no et there. And it could be because there's lots of coffee houses around. If you were to say, I like to eat in the coffee house, there might be 5 coffee houses in town. And you're not pointing out that coffee house. So maybe that's why in this case. All right, number 10. This looks like Ronan Ronan likes blank Abba ve'ima, or he loves in this case, not just like, he loves father and mother. So remember, I remember that now. There shouldn't be one because it's already assumed that you only have one father and mother. And remember that up here? They said right here, here it is. Lastly, the words Abba and Ima are considered definite, even though they do not take the definite article. So I think maybe they may, you know what? I'm thinking maybe it does. Ronan. Yeah, I'm going to put that in there because they do say it's definite. They do say it's definite. So et. Remember, the et goes with definite. So Ronan ohev et Abba ve'ima. All right, let's see what's in number 10. Ah, yes, there it is. Ronan ohev et Abba ve'ima. So Ronan loves et. That's untranslatable, but it belongs there because it's pointing to who does he love? What does he love? Abba ve'ima, father and mother. And yes, it's definite. Okay. All right, so now we have number 11. Oded. I think this is like O-D-E-D, maybe. Oded, kind of like that. Ochel, or I think this is Ochal. Ochal, he's eating. Blank. Look at this right here. I wonder what this is. Mevu reger. Ha, mevo reger. Mevo reger. What's he eating? He's eating something. Hamburger. Hamburger. That's a transliteration.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburger. Look at that. Sounds like booger, doesn't it? Hamburger. 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 Okay, so Oded is eating hamburger. So see, even though this is a hey, this is a part of the word hamburger. So I'm thinking no, because it doesn't say Oded ochel ha hamburger, the hamburger, like pointing to a specific hamburger. So I might be wrong about that, but let me see what number 11 says. Aha, yes, I was right. Oded ochal hamburger, hamburger. So Oded is eating a hamburger, just a. There's no et that belongs in there. It's not specific. Okay, let's check this out. Number 11, apho ata. So this word apho means where. Where ata are you? And that you is masculine singular. Oh gosh, there's that word again. I think that word means meeting. Apho ata pogash. Yeah, where do you meet?
איפה אתה פוגש?
Pogesh.
איפה אתה פוגש?
Pogesh, that's what that is. And that's that meeting one. Pogesh, blank. Havarim shalcha. So this literally, now Havarim, it means friends. It's plural. It comes from hevar or chavar, which is friend singular, but it's chavarim. So it's chavarim. So it's like the friends, and then shelcha, your friends. So where are you meeting your friends? Okay, so ifo ata pogesh, double check that pogesh again. I got to memorize it.
איפה אתה פוגש?
Yeah, pogesh. Havarim shalka. And I think it's gonna be an et in there because it's definite. The friends belonging to you. Where are you meeting et havarim shalka? Your friends. Where are you meeting your friends? So that's specific, your friends. Okay, so let's see if et shows up in number 12. Ah, yes, there it is. Eifo ata pogesh. So where are you meeting? Pogesh. Et havarim, the friends, shalcha, belonging to you. So it's like your friends, specific. All right, let's see here. So now we have hamora holek. Oh, it's going to be hamore because I know that because it's using holek. It's not holek. So hamore, the teacher is going blank. Habaita achare. Now that's the one that messed me up before. Toward habaita achare, toward the house after blank. Shior, after the class. The house, habaita. The house. I think this is going to have an et in there because it says the house. Habaita achare, after et hashior would be the class. And notice that hey there. It's the class, not just a class. So I think it's going to have the et in there too. And let's see if I'm right. We should have et and et in number 13. Ah, look at this. How did I get that wrong? Hamore holek habaita. So the house. Achore hashior, the class. I'm missing something, guys. I'm missing something. Somebody out there that knows more Hebrew than me, help me out. Put a note down there in this thing. Why is there not an et there? Because notice this, you have habaita. And notice this, you have hashior. It's the class. Hamore holek habaita achare hashior. Oh yeah, help me, guys. Maybe I can get a clue. I'm gonna check my notes one more time and see if I can get a clue on this. Look at the following examples. Okay, so the object is, okay, now the only thing I can think of is fields of study are not considered definite. Does that mean that the class is not considered definite, therefore, because there's many different kinds of classes? So when you say the class, it's because fields of study are not considered definite, carte blanche. That's the only thing I can think why it might not be here. But what about this here? Holek blank habaita achare. So it's like, it's literally saying habaita is the house. Hamore holek habaita akare hashiur. The teacher goes home after class. So it's like habaita is home. So I guess that's considered indefinite because it's home. Okay, that's the only thing I can figure, guys. If you guys know something else, put a note down there, please help me out. Okay, so that's a 0 and a 0. No et in either one of those. All right, blank me et. Let's see, pogashet. This looks like a pogashet. I bet you it's pogashet. And this is this means who. Who are you meeting? Now this here is not the same that we're talking about. This is as in you, feminine singular. So this is a real tough one. So Bahanot Aspriya. Okay, Bahanot, I think, is Bahanot Aspriya. Yeah, bookstore, that's right. I said, oh, Hasaparim, that's what it is. Bahanot Hasaparim. Hasaparim. Yeah, that's right, in the bookstore. Okay, so who are you meeting? Pogeshet. Because that matches at, and that's feminine singular. Me means who. So what goes in there? This is a tough one, guys. Me at pogeshet bahanot hasaprim. Who do you, let's see. Who do you meet at the bookstore?
מי את פוגשת בחנות הספרים?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be. I don't see the reason for putting one there, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's go to 14. Check it out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at it. Et me at pogeshet. Oh, I have no clue why that's there. Me at pogeshet. Okay. So who are you meeting? Bahanot Hasaprim. This is like the store, the book. So it's like the bookstore. Who are you meeting at the bookstore? The only thing I can think is it's got Hasaparim there. And maybe that is why that et is there, but that is crazy. All right. I definitely need a lot more practice on this subject. A lot more practice. All right, number 15. Hulo Yodea. So he does not know. I think that Yodea means no. Hulo Yodea. He does not know.
הוא לא יודע.
Yeah, he does not know what. Shmi, my name. Okay, that's definitely going to take an et. Et, my name. Does not know my name. Va'ani, and I lo yodea, and I don't know Shemo, his name, and I don't know his name. Now, before I answer this, let me just take one look at my notes. Okay, I remember there it is right there. When it has a pronoun suffix, look at that, shemi. So that means it is definite. Therefore, it takes the et. So I think this should both take an et in here because it's using shemi, my name, and it's using shemo, his name. So it's like hulo yodea. He doesn't know et. He doesn't know what? Et shemi. Doesn't know my name. But ani lo yodea, and I don't know et shemo. I don't know his name. So there should be two F's in there. So let's see what's in 15. Yes, there it is. Hulo yodea et shemi. So he doesn't know. He lo yodea. He doesn't know. Et, remember that goes there because it did say it's definite if it's like my name or his name or whatever. because it's specific. It's not just any name. It's my name, Shmi, my name. But ani lo yodea, and I lo yodea. I don't know et shemo, his name. That's specific, his name. All right, guys. Oh, yeah, help us. I made it through that. And I don't know how many I got wrong. I think I got 2 or 3 wrong, but that's why I've got the answer key for you guys. So if I mess something up, we can work that out. Let me see how many minutes I got. That I know that took a while to get through that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm already at 55 minutes. I think what I'm going to do here, because this is definitely going to take more than 5 minutes that I have left. So I'm going to highlight this, but I'm going to work a little bit on some of the verbs and stuff that are in here. So, all right, so what we're going to do here is going to go to Routledge Hebrew. Okay, good. Okay, we'll go to lessons. Okay, and we have some, okay, how about, we're in Unit 2 now. So here's some listening comprehension stuff. Here's some songs. How about we look at these verbs of Unit 2? Remember that eating one? That comes from ochel, to eat. And so, so what we have here is so we have Shem Hapual, so the names, and Have, so they'll be like in the present. So Le'achol is to eat. And then if you were to say, I am eating, it would be Ani ochel, I am eating. But what if you were to say, she is eating, it would be He ochelet. Now, what if you were to say, we are eating? Anaknu ochelim, anaknu ochelim. Now, you don't see the anaknu there, but I'm speaking that for you. Anaknu means we. And how about this one? Here is plural feminine, ochelot. And I learned last time that when I hit play on this, for you guys to hear this, I don't think it comes through the video for some reason. I can't figure that out. But ochelot is, if you were to like say hen ochelot, they are eating. It's all women. Hen, they are eating. Okay. Okay, so there's that one there. Now here's this one here, Omer, Omer, I think is what this is. It means to say or tell. So, so we've got, oh, come on, show up for me. So notice the lamed here, lomar, is to say or to tell. And then you have Omer, which is Ani Omer, I am saying or telling. How about Omeret? You could say he Omeret, she is saying or telling. How about again, Anaknu Omerim, we are saying or telling. And then hen Omerot, they are saying or telling. But you could also say aten, you all, women, with a nun sofit, aten Omerot. You all are saying. Okay, so there's I've covered all the pronouns in previous classes. Let's take a look at something else here. How about these songs and videos? See what we got on our song here. Let me get past the I don't know if that can be heard. Can that be heard on your end, Emerson?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm hearing it.
All right. So this is saying. Now, when they're saying yesh, and the word for goat, it's got to have something to do with the goat, because I'm seeing it again. But yesh is there is. Yesh. You hear that yesh word? Is there is a goat. Let me look up the word for goat. I think it could be a saying.
As.
Let me see if we can put goats in there. I bet you it's, yeah, a saying.
Izim.
A saying. I think that's what they're saying there. I can see how kids would like that. I couldn't pick up all the words in there, but I knew there was the yesh word, means there is something. And I don't think they include the actual, here under the songs, there it is, lesh, there it is, yesh lanu tish, taish. I bet you it's taish. Let's see what it is. Yesh lanu taish. Yeah, we have a goat.
יש לנו תיש.
Taish is a goat.
יש לנו תיש.
Yesh lanu. So literally it's like yesh is there is, and lanu is to us, and taish is goat. There is to us a goat. That's what that was. All right. I think that's enough for tonight. That is enough for tonight. All right, next time we will start with Targila 4, work on some more of this. We're almost done with this lesson, by the way. And then we'll be starting Shiur 22 the next time I get around to it. For all of you out there, thank you for tuning in. I am getting a lot of hits on these videos. And I just have a ball with it. I really do. And I hope that you do too. Once you get into the language, you know, you put your mind to something, you could do anything. And the Father can help you. Just pray and ask him. And this is a production of Hebrew Messianic Israel. Okay, you can reach out to us. You can see our website here. Okay, we are part of a broader denomination, New Earth Restoration. You can find that website at www.the-yahad. I think, well, no, it's Vero Yahad. That's what it is. Okay, Vero Yahad, we basically are about restoring the Essene Torah way of faith. We believe in Yeshua the Messiah. That's Jesus Christ. To those of you who don't know the Hebrew names, we believe in him. We believe that he is the only way to redemption, the only way that we may have eternal life. Praise the Almighty. And so we also have a Shabbat study. Okay, and it's actually a service. Let's call it a service because it's a full-fledged service. And that is on a Zoom room. And how do you get there? Hey, all you got to do is put your web browser, www.theyahad.com. There it is. And that's 11, that's right, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And join us. Join us for a Shabbat. Hey, let us pray for you. Let us, if we can share an encouraging word for you. I hope that you all have been blessed with this and anything else that the New Earth Restoration puts out. Also, if you would like to donate for this work, if there's anything that you would like to donate, we have Cash App, Cash Tag, and it's let's see here. Okay, and all of anything that I have come in for donation just goes right into these materials. I buy more books so that I can do more Hebrew studies, or we also have another study that I'm kind of in the middle of. I haven't really done too much with it, but the Lilith theory. I've been getting a lot of hits on those videos. So anyway, you have anything you want to say before we go, Brother Emerson?
No, I'm just glad you're doing this. I was actually looking forward to this the other day. So when I saw you were posting it, I hopped right in. It's always a blessing, brother. Appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you as well, and everyone else out there. Thanks for joining me tonight, Emerson, and God bless you and your family. Shalom, shalom.